Today I wanted to come on and share a little message, some questions for contemplation for our meditation devotional practice this week, coming from the Quantum Human Design Activation Cards, boom, by Karen Curry Parker. And I'm looking at gate 58. We're going to be in this gate from December 26th through December 31st. And this is the joy of mastery, y'all. So you can see it there on the body graph. And I wanted to get a little head start. So let's see what it has to say. Gate 58, the joy of mastery. The challenge that we have this week is to follow the drive to create the fulfillment of your potential. To learn to craft a talent and make it masterful through joyful learning and repetition. To learn to embrace joy as a vital force of creative power without guilt or denial. Mastery. To harness the joy of mastery and refine your practice until you reach fulfillment of your potential. To live in the flow of joy. I like to say that our job is our joy of being. That's it. That's what we learn all Capricorn season. Just find the joy of being. Unbalanced expression. To deny joy. To avoid the practice of mastery. To feel guilty or ashamed to do what you love. To disbelieve in joy. Resiliency keys. Our vitality. Asking ourselves, maybe placing a hand on our heart while we take a deep breath in. Let's do that now. And out. Feeling something soften with every exhale. Asking ourselves, what needs to be healed, released, aligned, and brought to my awareness for me to heal from this burnout and empowerment? What needs to be healed, released, aligned, and brought to my awareness for me to feel powerful in this situation? So Gene Key 58, gate 58 is around the shadow of dissatisfaction, the gift of vitality, and the divine expression of bliss. So this mastery is mastering the bliss that comes with self-love. When we honor our energy and we see it as the most precious resource that we actually have, then we can be revitalized around taking care of our energy. Being around people that we love is revitalizing. And it's draining to be around people where we're trying to fit into somebody else's expectation of us. So we might feel dissatisfied. We might feel dissatisfied if we are looking for outside validation from others to prove that we are worthy of love and devotion, worthy of the time that we spend on ourselves. Self-mastery, the joy of this mastery is to fall in love with your devotional practice, to fall in love with taking care of yourself and seeing it as a precious gift that you can then give back to others when you are operating from a full cup, when you have the vitality to be resourcing others. So affirmation this week could be, I am a masterful curator of my own talent. I use my joy to drive me to master the fun expression of all that I am. I practice as my path to mastery. I know that from repetition and consistency comes a more masterful expression of my talent. I embrace learning and growing, and I commit to the full expression of my joy. Some questions for contemplations that you may want to think about as we approach new moon next week. This is going to be on next Monday. What brings me the greatest joy, and how can I deepen my practice of joy? So according to the Gene Keys, this dissatisfaction in a repressive state, this is the shadow of ingratitude. So asking ourselves, where do we not feel gratitude, and what's preventing us from feeling that? Also, how can I create more joy in my life? And what keeps me from fulfilling my potential and my talent? What am I afraid of? I love the Marianne Williamson quote, it's not that we are afraid that we have no power, it's often we are afraid to actually use our full power and potential, to actually see how powerful we truly are. And so the joy of mastery is the joy of living in that ecstatic state of bliss despite what your external environment is reflecting. When you can find that vitality from within by taking deep breaths. Let's do it together. And looking up at the sky. And making a practice of not looking down, but looking up. How many times can you catch yourself looking up today? How many times can you catch yourself looking down? And every time you do, redirect yourself to looking up, to feeling that connection with the infinite. So the joy of mastery today can just start with taking deep breaths and looking up at this beautiful infinite sky above us. Sending you so much love.